The Toy Collector Fans Fly Guy for TekSushi.com. My favourite this time, another Marvel Legends Spider-Man Infinite Series figure to be reviewed. This is Carnage, and he is a ripper. Wait till you get to see this. So this figure comes with a Build-A-Figure Green Goblin. We'll show you that as a separate review rather than just show you the part that he comes with. We'll give you a full review of Green Goblin overall. So that's the packaging for this figure. Again, very plain background. Nice reflective quality on the logo on the packaging, and rather than say Carnage, this says Spawn of Symbiotes, because this will also host Toxin, this packaging, the other alternative kind of Carnage-like hero, or hero villain. On the side we get some Spider-Man kind of drawings there, not so bad, pretty decent. And the same on the other side, pretty much. Not a great deal going on. Here's a look at Carnage. I'm sure you've seen the photographs by now, but great looking figure, well photographed there, nice shiny reflective detail. There is Toxin. Again, we will have him reviewed once he becomes available. I picked this up at DorksideToys.com, and again, we don't get these in Australia, so I'm very grateful to good online stores who pack well, who ship quickly, and very fair prices. So thank you, DorksideToys.com. And if you want to buy them, there's a link directly underneath where you can click and buy this figure. And they still have stock, so get in there. The Green Goblin there is a great looking figure, and again, we'll review that separately as a full figure. But there's all the other figures in the wave, all of which we will have a review for you, so definitely check them out. They'll be on our channel on TekSushi.com and all our social channels as well, so have a look. So lots more to come up in this line. Let's get a look at Carnage. Great looking figure. It's just such an iconic character. Obviously, Carnage is a whole kind of different story, but related obviously to Venom. But he's just got this beautiful, crazy ass looking face. I'll give you a close up of that in a minute. And a beautiful looking kind of detailed sculpted body with all the extra webbing, or whatever you would call that, little symbiote bits and pieces popping off him. It's very well done. Very, very well done indeed. This figure does come with a little bit of problems on the paint applications. They are pretty small, but it's very typical. The one, or my favourite figure is the one that tends to be just a little bit odd in parts. If I move that out of the way for a second, you'll see the paintwork on the eye kind of area bleeds over just a little bit there on some areas. It's just the way it goes. And also on the jaw, there's a tiny little bit of black missing. It's the same on the other side. You can see a little bit more at the front of his face there. Tiny little bit of black missing from there too. And a little bit of white splodginess around those eyes. No wonder, they're very difficult to paint, I'm sure, but it's a shame that paint quality issues, which is affecting all of the figures, and it's minimal like that. It's not a great deal. But it's nice to get to see that face up close, and that jaw, which is just superb looking. Really, really good. It looks great when he looks up or down. You've got a great deal of flexibility on him too, so very cool figure. Now all these little symbiote parts, some of them do come off. Well, one of them comes off anyway, and that plugs into his back there, and what we get is this squiggly piece of plastic, basically. It's kind of shaped to fit into your back, but it does pop off a little bit. It still looks the part. So if you just want less of it, then you can pop that off, and of course you can spin it or turn it around any way you want to give a better effect. Hasbro have used, I believe, parts of the Scarlet Spider underneath this, but there's definitely new limbs and parts of it. You'll see there they've sculpted out these plugged pieces and then put in this plastic to spill off. So they don't come out as, if you pull them, they're pretty much glued in there, but I don't quite know anyone who's unpinned them yet, so I wouldn't if I was you, but they do look pretty good. So nice job in the sculpt. We've got lots of kind of underlying kind of muscle kind of lines there, and lots of kind of tenure and ripples on it. So again, a very, very nice sculpt overall. Just really done well, particularly on the chest there. All the details in that kind of groove in the middle of the chest, and all the paintwork that's been applied to it. It's very good indeed. And again, even down the thighs, those kind of marks and muscle strips, I guess because Carnage doesn't have a great deal of flesh really going around. It's all muscle and muscle fibre. So good looking figure, really, really good. Very hard to find in stores, that's for sure, so why bother? That's my motto, I'm telling you. So that's again why I bought it. So Dorkside Toys. So in terms of articulation on this guy, he's got a ball joint with a hinge at the head. You can see that there. He's also got swivel shoulders with a ball joint with a hinge on them, which leads on to the swivel at the tops of the biceps. You can see there. You can see on the back, if I turn that round, double joints on the elbows, and he's also got these cool looking swivel claws, which also go back and forth and move around. So there's a fair bit of detail on them. Nice touch on the claws, it has to be said. They've just got some really nice looking sharp pieces. I should have shown you a little bit more there. So yeah, they really look the part. Nice sharp pieces of plastic. So good articulation up at the top. He's also got the crunch on the abdomen, swivel at the waist. You can see the ball joint with the hinge up at the tops of those thighs, swivel at the top of the thighs too, double joints on Carnage's knees, and he's got swivel. There you go. He's got swivel tops on his thighs too, which also leads on to those rockin' vonkles down at the bottom. Those ankles are fantastic, and of course pec holes. So Carnage, great looking figure. Again, he comes with a part for the Green Goblin, and inside that is there's the little flyer you get with all the different parts for the Green Goblin. And again, we'll show you that with the video at the end. We'll do a review completely of that. So basically, you get the head of Green Goblin with this guy. Carnage is a rockin' figure. What do you think? Now I've got some Carnage comic books. I'd love to know your thoughts on the best Carnage books to read or trade paperbacks. Please do let us know. What do you think? Carnage, good, bad, in terms of character? I think most people tend to love him pretty much. But love to hear your thoughts. Leave a comment below, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down. Either way, it's good to get some feedback and know what's going on. You'll also find underneath the video, as usual, there is a link to both buy this and a link to all of our social stuff. Instagram, Google+, Twitter, Facebook, all that stuff. Plenty of images and photographs of these guys too, as well as Boomerang and Toxin and all the other stuff that's coming soon too. So check out the Marvel Legends albums. That's it. We'll be back with even more Marvel Legends stuff coming up real soon. Cheers.